back to Cook Out One Cooking channel. We're going to be making pure grape juice today from scratch. So I have my Concord grapes here. They're already been prepped and ready to go, freshly picked from off the farm. And my pot is here. I ordered this pot and I'm so in love with this. It's the Euro Cuisine brand. So we're going to be using this for our steaming, to steam our juice. So we're gonna take it from here. The pot is actually sterilized as well and washed. We're gonna take it over to the stove and kickstart this cooking. So as I mentioned before, I'm gonna be using the steamer. It is the Euro brand. It comes in 3 parts. So we're gonna be casting some water in this one, about 1 liter, to fill it up. So that's enough, and I'm going to be putting this on the actual stove itself, and I'm going to turn it down on medium-low heat, and we're going to add our grapes after on the other sections of the pot. So turning it down on medium heat. Alright, so we're going to place this other part on top. So this actually goes on top, and this is the part that catches the juice after it's been steamed. Now we're going to add our 3rd layer on top. I'm going to be putting grapes inside this bowl to be transported into the actual pot. And the reason why I do this is so that the juice or the excess juice doesn't spill on the counter and make a huge mess. Alright, so that's it for the grapes. It's been filled up. And now we're going to cover this. So we're going to just sit and watch. And as the time goes by, I will open this so that you can see the leftover debris on top from the actual grapes. So while our grapes are being steamed, I'm also going to go ahead and sterilize these jars by soap and water, and I'm going to stick them in the oven to dry so they can keep warm. And again, the reason for that, because the juice is already hot on the fire, so you need a bottle that is warm so that the bottle doesn't break or crack. So now that these are washed, I'm going to be putting them on a tray to be placed into the oven. You can turn them down, you can flip them up, it doesn't matter. I prefer mine to be turned down. And they're going to be placed into the actual oven for about 15 to 20 minutes to get them warmed up, because no one put new wine into an old bottle. So these are new bottles, and again, you need to sterilize them. As for the lids, I like to boil my lids to kill any bacteria and germs that is on the outside. And again, remember, we're talking about food going into your stomach. So always make sure that all your items, utensils are clean. This part of the process, as I mentioned earlier, I will be putting these into the oven. It's just for them to dry and to be warmed up, so that once we're done, our grape juice is almost finished, is to pour these in the warm bottles. So you will need a pair of thongs in order to flip over. Again, I place one up and the others are turned down. I personally like to heat my containers down, and once they're heated, I like to flip them over. So that being said, the oven is already been preheated at 250 degrees. So I'm gonna put these in for about 15 to 20 minutes. flip this over. Normally I flip from here to here, but I'm just flipping it. For those who are watching, can basically use a safe technique to juice. The next option, some people like to strain their juice. Some actually don't strain their juice. I like to strain my juice because I don't like the extra stuff that are inside. So I'm gonna be straining, filling up my bottle. So this bottle basically holds 500 milliliters, so I'm gonna stop it there. And again, there's not much that is in the strainer. So these are our lids right here. They have already been sterilized. So what I do, I go ahead and I take this out. I place it on top here. Make sure it is sealed tightly. And then you put this over and you seal it tight. This brings us to the last jar of our grape juice made freshly from scratch. Remember, if you decided that you would like to make your own at home, this is a great way to save money, a very economical way. Remember that you need your fresh grapes. You need to prepare them and prep them properly. You need to wash them, clean them, remove all bugs, debris. Just remember that there are many varieties of pots out there. You can choose your selection. And again, I'm going to pour myself a nice glass of juice and I'm gonna enjoy it. Cheers. So this concludes this video. Don't forget that grape juice is basically filled with lots of vitamin C and it has antioxidants in it. Remember to click like, subscribe and share and leave your comments below. Until next time.